3 seconds decide if your video lives or dies in the scroll. Every second, millions of people scroll down without stopping at anything. The thumb moves automatically. The brain is almost not involved in the choice. The amygdala assesses threat or interest faster than you are aware of what you see. If there is no signal within 3 seconds, the brain says skip, and the finger is already flying. Most creators lose viewers before they even start watching. Understanding this changes everything. The hook isn't an introduction, it's a death sentence. Today, we'll take it apart piece by piece, like surgeons, not like gurus. 5 principles. Each one is a layer of the perfect hook's anatomy. Let's start with the most fundamental. What exactly is a hook? A hook is a promise that the next minute will be worth your attention. Not an introduction, not a greeting, not a hello. Today we're going to talk about the hook is the moment when the viewer stops scrolling and starts watching. It's a switch, and it has precise anatomy that can be studied. 5 layers. Let's look at the first one, and the most powerful of them all. The first principle, visual impact. Your first frame is everything. The perfect hook combines visual shock with curiosity. The human brain processes an image in 13 milliseconds, faster than any word. This means the first frame has already sent a signal before the audio starts. Most creators start with a logo, or silence. This is a failure before it even starts. First, master pattern interrupt with unexpected visuals. A strong visual hook creates an immediate question. What's going on? Anomaly, contrast, movement. 3 triggers that catch the eye. An anomaly is something the brain didn't expect. It literally can't ignore it. Contrast enhances perception. Dark next to light screams importance. Contrast creates instant visual tension that grabs eyes. Movement in the frame is an evolutionary reflex. The eye follows it instinctively. Visual movement in the first frame stops passive scrolling. Application? Your first frame must contain at least one of the 3. Look at top creators. Their first shot is always unexpected or powerful. This is not an accident or talent. It is a principle that always works. Now, let's add the second layer. Words that create tension. The visual stopped. Now the word must hold and create a question. Let's move on to principle number 2, the verbal hook and the information gap. Principle 2, verbal hook. Words that create an open loop. Curiosity gaps force the brain to keep watching. Psychologists call this an information gap. The brain demands to close it. The open-ended question at the beginning of the video is a trap. The viewer is left to figure out the answer. Classic example. Most people do it wrong. Are you doing it too? It works because everyone thinks, maybe I'm one of them. 3 types of verbal hook: question, provocation, and unexpected statement. Question: what if everything you know about hooks is wrong? Provocation: your hook is boring. That's why you're losing half your audience. A surprising statement: the best hooks break one simple rule of the genre. Bold claims instantly challenge what people believe. All 3 create one thing: an immediate feeling that you must know the rest. An important detail: the more specific the question, the stronger the hook. Avoid generalities. How to become successful is weak. Why your hook kills the first 3 seconds is strong. Concreteness is a sign of respect for the viewer. They feel the difference immediately. Specificity makes your hook feel personally made for them. Now, how to connect the visual and the word into a single first blow to the consciousness. This is principle 3, synchronization, when the picture and sound say the same thing. Synchronization. When the visual and narrative move in the same rhythm, everything is enhanced. But when they are out of sync, the brain feels discomfort and switches off. Example, you talk about speed, but the shot is slow. The viewer loses trust. You talk about peace and quiet, but you show chaos. Same result. The narrative sets the emotion. The visual must confirm and enhance it. The pace of the narrative is also part of the synchronization. Too fast, too slow, and you lose it. The optimal tempo for a hook is one powerful fact or image every 5 seconds. Don't rush the hook. Give each image a moment to settle. A pause in narrative isn't a sign of weakness. It's a tool for pressure and attention. Now, principle 4, face and emotion as the most ancient signal of attention. We are programmed by evolution to read faces before anything else in the frame. Emotion triggers work faster than any logic. Genuine emotion is conveyed on the creator's face. Staged emotion is repulsive. Mirror neurons? We literally feel what we see on someone else's face. That's why the simplest hook is the creator's genuine surprise or delight. The final and most challenging principle? The promise of transformation. Why should they stay? Principle 5. The viewer stays not for the content, but for the transformation. Your hook should implicitly promise, after this video, you will be better, smarter, stronger. It's called a value promise, and it should be in the first 3 seconds. Not today we'll talk about hooks, but in 3 minutes, you'll be doing hooks differently. A specific transformation in a specific time is the strongest value promise. Let's put it all together. The perfect hook is a layering of all 5 principles at once. 1 layer works. 2 layers double it. All 5, the effect is exponential. This isn't theory, it's mechanics. And like any mechanics, it can be practiced to perfection. Let's break down some real hooks, layer by layer, like surgeons on the operating table. Hook 1. It starts with an anomaly. The creator does something unexpected right in the frame. Analysis, anomaly. Present, movement. Present, question, immediate. 3 principles at once. Hook 2. A provocative statement plus an emotional face, without explanation right away. Analysis, the face is captivating. The statement creates a rupture, and the transformation is implied. 5 out of 5. Hook 3 is a weak example. It starts with a greeting and the channel name. What's wrong with that? No anomaly, no rupture, no emotion, no transformation, no synchronization. 0 out of 5. It's not the viewer's fault that they're leaving. The creator didn't give them a reason to stay. It's harsh, but that's how the algorithm works, and that's how attention works. The good news is, it's trainable. Every hook is a skill, not a gift. The best creators rewrite their hook 5, 10, 15 times before filming. Iteration is about respecting yourself and your audience. The first option is rarely the best. Creating a system. How to integrate all 5 principles into your creative process. Step 1. Define the transformation. What will the viewer become after watching your video? Step 2. Find an anomaly or provocation related to your topic. Don't make it up. Open your eyes. Step 3. Formulate 1 sentence out loud. If it's boring, rewrite it before you strike. Read the hook out loud without intonation. If it sounds interesting without intonation, the hook is strong. Step 4. Choose the first frame with an anomaly, contrast, or movement, not the one with you in the chair. Step 5. Sync your first line with the first frame. One beat, visual and verbal together. The system is ready. 5 steps, less than an hour of work. The result? A hook that holds. The final truth most creators hear too late. Practice beats talent. Creators with hundreds of thousands of subscribers aren't smarter than you. They've written more hooks. We've covered the anatomy. Now, what happens if we apply this right now? Your next video already exists, somewhere in the future. The hook is the entry point into it. You already know more about hooks than most creators with years of experience. Use it. 3 seconds. It has always been this way. It always will be this way. The algorithm changes, attention doesn't. Platforms will replace each other. Formats will change, but the viewer's biology will remain the same. This knowledge is like swimming skill. Once learned, it works in any ocean. Remember the 5 principles: visual, verbal, synchronicity, emotion, transformation. These are your 5 layers. 1 principle is a good hook. 2 is a strong one. 3 or more is a hook that stops scrolling. Today, go and write 3 versions of the hook for your next video. 3, not just 1. Choose the best one. Record it. Compare it in a month with what came before this video. The anatomy of the perfect hook is no secret. It's a system, and now you have it. 3 seconds is all, but 3 seconds is enough if you know what you're doing. The next video, the next hook, the next 3 seconds that will change the channel's trajectory. If this video was helpful, this is the hook I wrote for you. Feel the difference. Go and create. The first frame is already waiting for you, and now you know what it should be. The audience is either yours or lost forever. This is a truth that cannot be ignored. Now you see it. You won't be able to ignore hooks everywhere, in every video, ad, headline. This is real knowledge, not facts, but a permanent change in perception. Welcome. If the hook is the entry, then the hold is the journey. Both are needed. Thanks for staying. That was a hook too, stretched out over 10 minutes. Did you notice?
Each section was a new layer. Each promise closed. The information gap collapsed.
The anatomy of the perfect hook works when you know how it's put together. The audience is yours.